In this video, we're taking a little look at what you can do if something goes wrong during a wood carving project. In this example, what we've actually done, we've gone and made a little mistake. We've had a love spoon order and we've carved the love spoon twice. So what I've got to do now, I've got to take these initials out. And this is relevant then to any mistake that you might make during the process of carving. So all I'm going to do is to take out a mistake, you're literally going to carve it deeper into the wood. Now the only thing with this then is once I've done this, I'm going to have to refinish the wood. That's just something that's just part of the process of actually taking the problem away and taking away those initials. But as you can see, as we start to carve through, we're taking out those initials just like so. We're working with the grain of the wood. So the grain of the wood is running vertically. So we're working with that grain. And as we keep going further into the wood, now you can see that we are just about finished. I can just see a little bit more there. So we're just going to go down one more cut just to completely be sure that we've removed those initials. There we go, just like so. And our heart on our love spoon is now clear of the initials that we have put on there incorrectly. So that's just a very quick demonstration. From there, you can do a little bit of sanding. And the finish that I use myself a lot, I bevel the edges a lot. So what I'm going to do, I will demonstrate how then we can put that bevel back on, same as we always do. I've lifted it in the vise just so I can get right around the corners. I'm going to then just carve a little bit around the outside, just like so. And then the final stage, after we finish putting the bevel on, will be to shellac this love spoon, so it'll refinish it. It'll basically make that colour match up with the other finished parts of the wood. There we go, just like so. Now, another thing that can happen as we're carving different love spoons or any sort of wood carving project, you maybe have a splinter come away. So what I'm going to do is to deliberately take a chunk out. So here we go, boom, we've taken out a piece like that. So now we've got a big chunk of wood that we've taken out of there, and I'm doing it deliberately there, but that can happen by accident, and as well you can have flaws in the wood. So if something like that happens, what you can do is you can just carve deeper into the wood and take that whole section out like so, move across to the other side and carve that further into the wood, just like so. So we've now got a lovely shape on our heart. So that original problem where we've taken a splinter out, we are now making it a a feature, and we're using it to really make a feature and to give the heart a much more sort of three-dimensional feel to it, because we're giving more depth to the carving. So we're just going to finish off just carving it like this, and then afterwards we can give it a really rounded off finish, and the way we can do that is to sand it all. Let's just finish this side here, to sand it all around, and then that really can add an extra dimension to the carving. Let's just finish this piece off. One in there like that, one in there like that. I'm not quite happy, to be honest with you, with the finish on there, so I'm going to go just a little bit further down with our stop cuts, just to tidy it up. There we are, just in like so. That's better. And this one here, the same again. So just carve down into that wood a little bit deeper, just to tidy up the finish. Because you've always got to be conscious. We want a nice quality finish. Here we are, that's a bit better now. Cleaner stop cuts, just like so. And then, yeah, as we mentioned, we get a little piece of sandpaper and we sand it around like so. And so from that initial mistake, or in this case, deliberately taking a splinter out, from that initial supposed problem, instead of worrying about it, we've actually made a feature of it, and we've added an extra element to our carving where we've rounded our heart off, and it gives it a beautiful shape. And it's nice because you can offer people different finishes. So some people may prefer the style we would normally do, as others might think that this is actually more attractive because it's nicely rounded. There we are. So that is another way that you can overcome a problem in your wood carving project. Another problem that you might face is either popping something like the center of a carving or something like a petal. So let's say, for instance, you pop the center, boom, it's gone like so. Now, for anyone starting carving, that can be a time when you're panicking, but all you do is to carve that deeper into the woods. So remark your stop cuts into the wood like so, remark them and carve the whole design deeper into the wood itself, and that then actually gives you a bit more of an effect, a bit more depth to the carving itself. So something like that happens, just carve your whatever you're carving, in this case a little flower, just carve it all a little bit deeper into the woods. Now you can have the same thing happen. You can have the edge of a petal or the entire petal can break off. So all you do in that scenario is you go around all of the other petals to match it. Just like so, carve them all deeper into the woods. Just like so to match the one that has broken off. Remark your stop cuts, and you're giving more depth to the wood carving itself. Now, because we're doing this every day, and myself, because I was fortunate enough to grow up around the workshop here and around wood carving, pretty much every and any mistake you can think of we've made, and that's how you learn. And so you learn from that process. And because of the nature of working in wood, we still make mistakes today, but we don't tend to worry about it. We don't tend to panic about it. Because it is the work that we do, we're looking for a solution, and we're looking how can we use whatever has gone wrong, how can we use it and still make something from it. So there we are. That's a few mistakes in the flower, but as you can see, the flower we can still use. Other things that can happen, maybe you can snap off the bowl. Something like that happens, still use it, turn it into a little key ring. There's always a solution to the problem. There you have it. Those are just a few simple techniques that might prove useful if you make a mistake during a wood carving project. Thank you all again for watching. Remember to get those comments in below with any projects you might be working with, any questions that you might have that we could possibly answer, or any videos that you might like us to do. Remember to put a like if you like the videos that we're making, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell button, because that will tell you when we upload another video. Thank you all again.